Okay. Who is in here? Is anybody in here yet? Let me see. No, it looks like no one's in here yet. Oh wow, that is instant. I'm watching the capture. That is an instant. No. We're not doing that. Alright. So, let's see. Okay. I think now I want to mute desktop audio. That would make the most sense probably, right? Okay. So, for those that are just in the VOD, because I don't think there's anybody in chat yet. I have a brand new setup. I have my new PC. I've got double monitors. I have an Elgato HD 60X. And I'm a little bit thinking it might be a little bit too high of a bit rate, possibly. I might need to lower it by 2,000 or whatever. But I don't know yet, because no one's showed up for the stream yet, so I gotta wait until someone live comes in here, because obviously I'm not going to be able to change anything based on the comments of the VOD, because, you know, that'll be after the stream's over. So yeah, but I should sound pretty crisp and clear, and there shouldn't be very much background static or anything. So if that's something that you are hearing, let me know, and I will try to fix it. The beginning of the stream here is going to be a little bit of a test run of some stuff. So I mean, like, first of all, obviously, like, you know, how well does the stream hold up when I run real fast? Give me a second, I'm looking at the actual stream itself. Because now my PC is powerful enough to not only stream from OBS and all that, but also to have my stream up while I am streaming, so that I can keep track of it and how well it looks. There might be a little bit of lag associated with some stuff. We're not going to PvP for a second here until I'm sure that everything's working right. So the next thing is that, obviously, like, audio levels. Like, do I sound good compared to the game? Do I need to lower the game or make the game louder? Also, I should be able to see people typing in chat, so that's, if I'm not seeing that, then, you know, that needs to be fixed as well. Let's see. Oh, it looks like no one's typed in chat yet. Okay. Where? Second, guys. Sorry for the delay. Okay, yeah. But anyway, shit, I mean, I thought more people would go up by now. I guess that's my fault for being so inconsistent, isn't it? And not streaming as often as I should. I typed it correctly in the Discord. Yeah, everything's showing up the way it should be. It's on Twitter, right? Yeah, Twitter. Okay, well. Love that Bloodborne music. Wait. I don't know, maybe, I don't know if the desktop audio needs to be muted or not. Or if it matters. I think all the audio is coming through. Yeah. Oh, that's peaking. Probably bring that down a little bit. It's probably too loud, but I don't know. Like I said, I need someone in chat to respond if anyone can. We're kind of sitting here a little bit until I can get confirmation that the sound levels are all good and stuff. If anyone wants to help out. Also, like I said, my mic, I fucked around with some of the OBS settings, and I should be super clear. No real background noise coming from my house or like anything. Like even if I'm eating food, which I'm not right now, but even if I'm eating food or drinking something, that even shouldn't really be picked up unless I'm talking. Like you know, with my mouth full. Like I'll take a sip of coffee right now. Let me know how that sounds. Because I have coffee. This is for the comments too, you know, just in case for some reason nobody shows up to type in chat about how good things sound, and I'm just winging it. Then yeah, in the YouTube comments or the Twitch, I don't know if Twitch bots get comments or not. Probably not. Let me make sure. Yeah, it doesn't say. Okay. The bitrate might be too high. It's something I could probably fix this stream. But I'm not crazy about fucking with the settings. So I guess real quick, I'm gonna test something. I got an HDMI splitter, and the main reason that I want to have this splitter and for this to work the way that I want it to is so that when Duskbloods comes out, because Duskbloods is on the Switch 2, and it's the only game I'm going to be playing on the Switch 2. If I want to go back to Elden Ring or Night Rain or you know any of the other Souls titles or any other game that's on the PS5 that I want to play, I don't want to have to get up out of my chair and go behind my TV or my desk or whatever and switch out the HDMIs like I did back in 2015 or whatever. I want to be able to do it from my chair or, you know, from the front of my setup. So, real quickly, I am going to tap a button on this controller that is connected to the splitter, and we're going to see if I switch to the Switch 2 and have no problems. So, see you on the other side. Oh, it looks like it worked. We're gonna back out of that. Oh, nope, I didn't mean to do that. All right, I this is the wrong button because I'm not used to. Oh, so yeah, that should just pick up. Looks like it's working good on. Oh, oh, that's not the right. There we go. Oh no. Okay, does it ever switch? I don't think it switched. I know it does. Aha! Should probably put the Be Right back on before I did that. But yeah, it looks like it's working fine. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to the PS5 because I don't want anyone to be like, oh, he's not actually streaming Bloodborne. Yeah, okay, cool. There. Hello? Okay. Sometimes it just takes a couple seconds to switch back. Oh, I must have blood bulleted by accident. That's interesting. Okay, there is a little bit of a delay on the stream, it looks like, though. That might be part of the bit rate. But that's good to know. It looks like the Switch 2 and the PS5 can be switched between on this splitter that I have. And I can... Brain hurt. I can, when Duskbloods 2 comes out, I'll be able to easily switch back seamlessly, pretty much seamlessly, between the Switch 2 and the PS5 if I want to go from Duskbloods to something else that isn't Duskbloods. Because like I said, that's going to be the only game that I can really play. Unless I buy the Tarnished Edition on the Switch 2, which, I don't know, maybe I will. But obviously I wouldn't just remake all my builds, I would make other builds, probably. Okay, well, no one showed up yet that is willing to type in chat. We've had a few people pop by to watch the stream, but yeah, no one spoke up yet, so that's whatever. I guess I'm just gonna go PvP until someone shows up and tells me how good the stream looks. So yeah. Nightmare Frontier. Nightmare of Mensis. It's the Frontier, right? I always do this. I always forget. Here, let me just jump to get the extra stuff back that I wasted. Okay. Yeah, actually. Yeah. Looks like the swallowing, when I swallow my coffee, it doesn't. It doesn't pick it up. Oh, I gotta pick up my stuff. Gotta make sure I don't do fucking Elden Ring triangle pickup. Nope. God damn it. This is what I meant to do. Good lord. I tagged Bloodborne correctly, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, I guess everybody in the Tryhard safe space just hates me or something. I'm just kidding. They're probably all still waking up and they're at work right now. Honestly, this game's dead enough that kind of worried we're not going to... I mean, I always worry about that I'm not going to get very many matches on Bloodborne. But the cool thing about this now is that I no longer have to turn my game off. Turn my console off to switch games. I can keep the stream on and switch to Elden Ring or something. And the stream obviously continues. I just have to put, you know, the Be Right Back banner up. I just kind of belched. I wonder if anyone can hear that or not. I listened to excuse me. I listened to some recordings of myself last night after just testing everything out, and what's the word? It sounded really crisp and clear to me, you know, and I wasn't really able to hear any background noise. Like here's a test. This might be annoying for a few seconds, but I'm gonna put my fan on. Can you guys hear it? It's going, it's oscillating. It's not pointing towards me yet, but okay. There. It oscillated twice. I let it pass by me twice. So if you're in the comments and you're listening, leave a comment telling me whether you could hear my fan or not. I'll be able to tell by this point anyway, probably, because I'll go back into VOD and look at all this stuff. But, you know, still. Ah, I did it again! Why did I do that? Alright, hold on. I don't know why I'm hitting square. Why would I be hitting square? That's the heal button in other games, right? Why would I want to heal? Why am I doing that? I don't understand. What I'm really curious about is the bit rate. Oh, I almost did Elden Ring recovery. Triangle. Okay. Which is weird because I've played this game a couple times in a row, and I have not played Elden Ring. You know what I mean? So like, why is my muscle memory Elden Ring memory? It should be Bloodborne memory. Because Elden Ring's also the only game where you press triangle to pick stuff up. Every other game is X. Also, I'm excited to be able to play music at the beginning of stream and have a starting soon screen instead of just playing the intro to whatever game I'm on. Okay, we're just waiting for the red bell. Yeah, I don't think I have to have my desktop audio on, and if I do, when the notification sounds go off, it's just gonna double. I'm just gonna get double stream alert sounds. Because I also have stream alerts. The next time someone follows or subscribes, we're gonna get a big pop-up on stream that I used to have back when I streamed in the old days, 2015 times, when I first got my affiliate, which is why I have emotes and stuff, even though I don't average 30 viewers a stream or more. I think that's what it is. I think you used to have to average 30 viewers or more a stream in order to get affiliate. I don't know, I think it changed. I think you have to do something else now. I think it's easier, or it might be harder, I don't know. But, either way. Yeah, I used to be part of a different gaming community, and, I was much more well known in that community, so people would show up to my streams every time, but I really didn't do as much streaming as I should have, probably. And I switched to Dark Souls 3 back then, and that like lowered my stuff a lot, because the people that were watching me for that other game stopped watching me because I was playing Dark Souls. A couple of them played Dark Souls, so they stuck around, but the majority wanted to see the other game. That game was dying out, and on top of that game dying out, because of the breaks I would take, the people that kept playing, even though it was dying, kind of like this game, kind of like with Bloodborne, people stayed around to play. People that knew me or knew of me, but were definitely not a lot of the players that I originally played with. They stayed, and they figured out new meta. They found out new stuff that like changed the way people played almost entirely. And when I came back to like dabble a couple times, each time I would kind of find out that I'm like still, you know, able to keep up, but they had figured out some stuff that I wasn't able to. Just, I guess I had too much memory tied to the old times, and the new stuff they had figured out just wasn't registering with me very well. So I wasn't like completely useless, but I definitely was probably the worst player there. So that was obviously a little depressing, and it made it harder to stick around and want to play. Oh look, we discovered a chime finally. Good God. The thing about Elden Ring is probably get more activity. Damn it, I tried to back up, I had no stamina. No way, I forgot about the fucking backswing. Okay. GG. We continue to be rusty as fuck because the last time I streamed was 3 weeks ago, and before that, I hadn't streamed in like 6 months. Like an idiot, like a goddamn moron. But hey, you know, I got motivation again because I got my new PC set up, so it's kind of easy to want to stream now. Let me look. First of all, let me do that, and then bitrate. I don't know, I was told to put my bitrate at 8,000 because sometimes the Twitch, I think, typically lets you stream at 6,000, but occasionally there's a reason why it might let you push to 8,000. I know YouTube doesn't falter until 10,000, apparently. 10,000 is the max for, or it might not have a max, actually, for YouTube. But I'm streaming to Twitch, and then I'm dual streaming to YouTube, as always. When I should probably be streaming to YouTube and dual streaming to Twitch. But, you know. That is not the case. I'm sorry, I'm cringe. I do accents sometimes because I'm, I don't know, ADHD or something. I'm gonna have to start remembering to switch categories and stuff. The PS5, when I would stream from the PS5, it would just automatically switch categories to whatever game I was playing. But, you know, now that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna have to switch my own categories and change my own titles and stuff. I mean, I would change the titles on the PS5, but, you know, that would come with changing the game. Because I would have to restart the stream. But now, if I change a game, I'm going to have to remember that I also have to change the stream title. I gotta remember to use Call Beyond. And remember that I have it. One second, guys. We should be back. Oh shit. Salmon, what's up? Hey man, you back for real this time? Yeah. So, first of all, can you hear me? Second of all, do I sound good? Third of all, is the game volume good? Those are the three questions I need answered immediately. If you can help me out, Salmon, that'd be appreciated. I'll do some loud noises. Does that all sound good? Yeah, they're all good. Okay, great. Yeah, I got a new PC setup, and I got double monitors and an Elgato HD60. You know, I saved up for everything, and I've got it all now. I've even got a splitter that lets me switch between my Switch 2 and my PS5 seamlessly. All that I have to do is just put up a Be Right Back banner, because we got that too. We got the whole shebang. It should show the Be Right Back banner right now, and then I switch back to the stream. How's the bit rate? Like, does the picture clear? Is it freaking out when I do like this? Like when I run around real fast and the camera turns real fast? Like it all looks good. It's clear. It should all be clear. Also, my mic is the same mic, but it's a good mic. It was just that I had a shitty laptop that I was streaming through. So now I should, I fucked around with the settings, and I got a good noise gate, and I've eliminated most of the background noise, so it should sound really clear. And when I like eat food or drink, as long as I'm not talking with my mouth full, that should, you know, eventually, whenever that happens, because I'm not eating right now. But when I do, there shouldn't be any chewing sounds, even though I'll still probably mute my mic anyway. But like if I'm in a pinch or something, if I have to take a bite and forget to like not invade or whatever, and then I have to fight someone while I'm chewing food, I can still. Well, I guess that won't matter now, right? But it'll matter if I get a mic that's like not a headset, I guess. So regardless, everything should sound clear. But yeah, I'm obviously much more motivated to stream now, Salmon. Now that I have a really solid setup. I would say it's even a good setup. The only difference is that I still have my old desk, which is a fold-out table, and I'm gonna save up next to get a better desk. Did I finish talking about the fucking switcher thing? I have a splitter, an HDMI splitter, so now when Dustbloods comes out, I'll easily be able to switch between. I have a remote that switches the HDMI, so I can do it from my chair or just like in front of my setup in general. So I'll be able to switch back and forth between the two consoles. If I want to play something on PS5 or Switch 2, I can just switch back and forth. I won't have to like get up out of my chair and switch the HDMI or anything. And since I'm streaming from my PC with an Elgato, I also don't have to restart stream when I switch games now, which is much easier and more, and like, you know, because, oh, god damn, I snapped again. Whatever, anyway, I don't know why I'm doing that. It's a really weird thing to start doing all of a sudden. It's the third time I've hit square for no reason. I don't know what that's tied to. Like, why I'm doing that. The muscle memory should not exist. But yeah. One of the things that would kill the momentum, you know, you'd have to switch games, like, from Bloodborne to Elden Ring. And the people that were watching Bloodborne will either not come to the Elden Ring stream, or they'll just think you're done streaming, you know, and not come back. And obviously that's a momentum killer, so it's nice to know that I'm not going to have to deal with that anymore. You know, and you get what you put out, right? Like you get what you pay for. So now that I've got an actual legitimate stream set up and I'm not just streaming from my PS5, you know, I feel like viewers are gonna pick up on that, and they're gonna be real invested more often. They're gonna be more invested. Also, I don't know if you care about this, Salmon, but I am going to be doing a Hollow Knight playthrough soon. I might start it today, but I think I want to at least get people to see a stream or two and know that I have a better setup now and that I'm back for real. And also I have way more free time because some stuff came through in my personal life that allows me to have way more free time, so with my job and stuff. So yeah, I do think Dustbloods is coming out this year, Salmon. I really thought it was coming out this month, but then there was no announcement at the last big games event or two. So clearly it's not coming out this month, because it would have definitely probably already come out by now. Today's like the last day of the month, right? So that's not happening. Obviously, I don't know if you heard, but there's some rumors that it's actually more of a late 2026 release, which sucks to hear. But if anything, I'm glad that because I was a little nervous. I thought I was going to miss the launch of Dustbloods 2, and I was going to have to wait to buy a Switch 2 and get my setup ready, because, you know, the Switch 2 doesn't have streaming capability like the PS5 does. So I was going to have to wait until I was able to set up, because even if I could afford the Elgato to stream, my laptop would have exploded if I tried to stream from it with the Elgato. So I was going to need to buy you know, a new PC, and because I'm buying a new PC, that means I have to buy new monitors, a new keyboard, a new mouse. Not necessarily a new mouse, but I would prefer a new mouse. I got an ergonomic mouse now. Pretty nice. Everything's wireless now, except the PC and the Elgato, obviously, and the consoles and the TV, but the computer is all wireless. I mean, not the computer, the assets to the computer are all wireless. Anyway, so I was nervous that I was gonna miss Dustbloods 2, but luckily I was able to not do that. And while I was ready for the end of this month, actually. I was actually worried that it might release while I was dog sitting. I was recently dog sitting for my mother, because her and her her husband went on a cruise, and I was dog sitting and house sitting for them, and I was worried that Dustbloods was going to come out. And it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but the PC was being shipped to my house the same week, and I didn't take my Switch 2 with me because my partner plays Pokopia on Switch 2, and she just got it, so I didn't want to rip that away from her for a week when she was enjoying it so much. Fuck, dude. We gotta get some more invasions. I don't know if you saw that last one, Salmon. I don't know if you were here for the one we had, or the last one we had, the invasion. The guy was kind of new and definitely not very good, but I was rusty, so... I'm still rusty, I mean, so... Like, he almost... He didn't almost kill me, but he got some hits in. And he probably shouldn't have. I should have been, you know, able to... I mean, I won. I killed him, so... You know, shaking off the rust. But... Yeah, I do think Dustbloods is coming out this year. I just think it's going to be closer to Christmas, unfortunately, than it's going to be to now. Which sucks, because we're in a space right now, we're in a little bit of a limbo, where there isn't a good game for viewership, you know? Like, right now I'm on Bloodborne because I'm in the tryhard safe space, and I feel like, you know, typically when I post that I'm playing Bloodborne in the tryhard safe space, a lot of people show up. But for whatever reason today, they just haven't. Even though I've streamed it this time pretty much the entire time, and even on weekdays, mostly on weekdays actually. And for whatever reason, today's different. I don't know what's going on. Just no one's around. But you know, even if I switch to Elden Ring, there's still not going to be a lot of viewers. I'd say there's a chance I'll have less viewers because I don't have a Discord full of people that love the game to post in to come watch me. So likely to have less viewers. I'll have more activity on Elden Ring probably, which might be better. And honestly, if the activity doesn't pick up soon, like we're at what? It's been 42 minutes. I've only had one invasion in 42 minutes. It's been more like 30 something because I had like a 10-minute start of the stream where I wasn't doing anything except playing music and using the starting soon banner that I made. But you know, and if I played any other game, you know, I'm just as likely to get the same amount of viewers playing any other game like Hollow Knight or something. So, or the Lives of P DLC, which I haven't done yet. I might do while waiting for Dustbloods to come out. But once Dustbloods does come out, that's probably going to be my game for a while, you know. And I hope a lot of the Bloodborne people, if they don't get a Switch 2 and play the game themselves, I hope they at least hang out for streams, you know. That'd be nice. It's clearly not going to be like Bloodborne 2 or anything. They were definitely just using the one map and some of the characters that they have that look like Bloodborne stuff to bait Bloodborne fans, which is kind of a troll and a little bit shitty, but you know, I can forgive them because they're from Software, and I genuinely love From Software's games enough that I would say that that like I kind of make the joke all the time, but it's kind of true that that From Software games are like a large part of what keeps me sane, you know, and like all right with everything. If From Software one day just dissolved and stopped making games, or if they just changed to a different genre entirely and never made Souls games ever again, I would probably have a giant hole that I would never be able to fill in my life. Which, I don't know if that's healthy or not, but it's true. Oh, what's up, Pogo Stump? It's kind of funny that From Software themselves has to make Bloodborne's spiritual successor that is legally distinct from Sony's IP. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate that Miyazaki's baby. I I don't know, man. Let me reply to what Salmon said first. Is this your first HK playthrough? Oh, Hollow Knight. Yeah, it'll be my first. I've seen some bits, like I know about the Path of Pain, or whatever it's called. And I've seen stuff, like I know there's a big worm thing that hangs from the ceiling that tries to eat your face. That's like the thing from Avatar, The Last Airbender. And I know that I think you rest on benches. Instead of at bonfires or something like that. So I know a few things, but I don't know pretty much anything about the story, and I pretty much don't know anything about any of the levels, and any like traps or anything. And I have not played Silksong, although I have occasionally walked in on my partner playing Silksong, but I try not to pay attention when that happens. I guess we're getting an invasion. But yeah, Pogo, thanks for stopping by, first of all. First time chatter, so thank you for stopping by and choosing to watch my stream. It means a lot. Fight this guy real quick, and then I'll keep replying to your message after this fight. Jeez, okay. That was a really easy fight, and I actually fucked up and didn't manage my stamina very well. But anyway, TBH, I don't know if I want a direct sequel to Bloodborne or anything. I think the story is perfectly self-contained. Yeah, no, I get that, and I actually agree in the sense that I think I would love another Bloodborne style game, like Demon Souls to Dark Souls, you know? So, I would like another game where the atmosphere is similar and I dodge by dashing instead of rolling, and, maybe guns are still parries or whatever. And we're still in an Eldritch horror-themed setting, but yeah, I would like it to be its own thing in the story and all that. Although, if you've ever seen an Agony of Effort by Charred Thermos on YouTube, it's a video series of like 12 different videos, and they're all different lengths, but some of them are like 45 minutes long. He basically proves without a shadow of a doubt, that Bloodborne is an allegory for a bunch of really shady and horrible atrocities that happened in Edinburgh, in the UK. I think it's in the UK. I think it's Ireland. It might be Scotland. I don't remember. But it's a city named Edinburgh, and basically the whole thing is that they were body snatching because they didn't have enough bodies to do the research they wanted to do to find things out about the human body. So they started, body snatching and doing illegal shit to get more bodies that they could do surgeries on. And one of the ways that they got more bodies was to either take stillborn children or aborted fetuses, or literally like babies that were alive, I think, and operate on those. And that's what the whole thing about Yharnam, Queen Yharnam, and her like wound bleeding and stuff. There's a bunch of that in the game, and all the great ones look like body parts and stuff. The reason I'm bringing this up is because the Bloodborne is an allegory for a real life atrocity that happened, and I just don't know if they'd be able to make a game as good because of this person doesn't know what they're doing. They don't bow, and then they come in here just kind of throwing shit out. So sorry, Rizzy, if you're in here, or if you end up in here, or if you see my VOD. I don't mean to be offensive and hurt your feelings or anything, but I don't know. You come off a little bit rude without the whole like greeting thing. You just kind of stand there and wait for me to finish, and then we start fighting. And then, unfortunately, you're just kind of not doing anything afterwards. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is, and I don't know. It's just weird and off-putting. But anyway, yeah, it seems that's what Duskblood will be in the best case scenario. I watched a bit of the videos, and I think a lot of the connections he makes are a bit of a stretch, but generally most of it is definitely cool info. I definitely think a lot of it's inspired by stuff, but I prefer not to make concrete statements like it's a direct allegory, since Miyazaki emphasizes the Hollow game. Oh, sorry, how the game. It's this guy again. Okay, oh, there we go. There we go. Rizzy must be. Are you in here? Once again, if you saw me talk, if you heard me talking about you, that's not anything personal. I was just making a observation. I was once told to thug it out by a great man. Okay. Yeah, nothing personal, Rizzy. GG's overall. I was just making an observation. It wasn't meant to be offensive or trying to hurt your feelings or anything. In case you're listening to this. And I appreciate the matches. I definitely... Okay, right, yeah. Emphasizes how the game is up to interpretation. No, I get you, Pogo, and I agree. But, in this case, for me personally, I think Charred Thermos's argument, or points about... It's not really an argument, but yeah, points about how it's a really, really close allegory. To me, that actually enhances the experience for me. It kind of rewired how I think about Bloodborne. I'll tell you something, Pogo, that a lot of these other guys that are in here know, and people that will be in here will know, is that I used to be a Bloodborne hater. I didn't hate it. I liked it, but I thought it was overrated. This was years ago that I made that assumption. It was back in like 2014 when I made that. I made that based off my first playthrough. And I never really played the game again after my first playthrough. I didn't play it until like after the DLC came out too, so I wasn't even around during the OG days or anything. But I was, you know, I thought it was overrated, and I had it kind of low on my list of Souls games. But then I went back and did my first time Demon Souls playthrough on stream. There's actually on YouTube. There's a playlist of me playing the entire Demon Souls remake. And that gave me a new perspective on Souls in general, because I realized how many things in different Souls games were derived from Demon Souls and were referencing Demon Souls. And I got a new appreciation for stuff. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll replay Bloodborne, because I think this was also while I was waiting for the DLC or something. I forget what I was waiting for. I might have just not had anything to do. Oh, you know what it was? I had been playing Elden Ring PvP for a while, and I got kind of burnt out after the DLC. That's what it was. I had been streaming after the DLC came out, and I got burnt out. So I was looking for something new to do, but still Souls related. So I went to Demon Souls. Demon Souls. And then I did Bloodborne, and I was like, maybe, you know, I'll have a different outlook on Bloodborne now that I played Demon Souls. And anyway, I did go through it. I did end up GG. But anyway, what I was saying is that I had a new outlook on Bloodborne after playing it. I just slowly realized more and more that I was liking it, And near the end of the game, I admitted on stream, I'm pretty sure, that I was really enjoying the experience and had a newfound appreciation for it. One of the things that really intrigued me was the whole blood gem thing and getting like better blood gems. That really was exciting. Like, I don't know, something about that scratched my brain in the right way, you know? Probably some kind of ism or something that I was unaware I had. Like a focus on it or something. Because, you know, that's the joke, right? But anyway, I was really into the concept of blood gems in general. And I eventually went through the Chalice dungeons and even decided that the Chalice dungeons weren't as bad as people had originally said to me. Yeah, because I never really dabbled with Chalice dungeons back in the day. But not only did I enjoy the Chalice dungeons, but like I said, I decided that people were being too hard on the Chalice dungeons, and that there was no reason, in my opinion, that people should have had so much contempt for them. Because I'm pretty sure a large amount of the community really didn't like Chalice dungeons, right? So I don't know. I liked the Chalice dungeons. I completed them all, and I ended up getting some of the blood gems that I was looking for and farming a couple others. And I just had a lot of fun. Uh-oh, what did Nightbot do? Click to show. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get me out of there. Yeah, it was a fucking stream boo comment. I hate that shit. But yeah, so Bloodborne is actually my third favorite game now out of the whole series. It used to be like 6th or something. It was below Dark Souls 3. But now I have a I think it's tied. It's tied for third with Demon's Souls. Dark Souls 1 is my favorite. Elden Ring is my second favorite. And Bloodborne and Demon's Souls are tied for third. And you know, I think if Bloodborne's PvP scene, or not the scene, but the mechanics, so like, you know, we could invade in more areas, and the invasion thing wasn't killable, like you couldn't kill the Bell Ladies, I think I would have Bloodborne maybe as my second favorite. I don't think anything's ever going to be Dark Souls 1 for me, unless they like make a brand new game that's just basically Dark Souls 1 but with new areas and stuff. I don't think anything's ever going to top Dark Souls 1 for me, but if Bloodborne just had more accessible PvP, like in the sense that I could go to different places and not just basically fight in two places, and maybe if there were more weapons to choose from, I think Bloodborne would be higher on the list for sure. It'd be like second place, if not, you know, above Demon's Souls at least, if not tied, because it's tied right now for Demon's Souls. I went through the Chalice Dungeon summoning lots of cooperators during COVID lockdown and had an absolute blast. Yeah, I obviously was still thinking that Bloodborne was overrated back in COVID, unfortunately, so I did not do the same, but like I said, I did it was the 10-year anniversary last year. That's when it happened. It was last year during Return to Yharnam. It's almost been a full year, actually, since I started that playthrough. That playthrough, by the way, of the main game and the Chalice Dungeons, those are both on my YouTube as well. Same name on YouTube if you care to go see that stuff. You don't have to. It's no big deal. I'm not expecting anyone to go to my YouTube, but just in case you want to, it's Apex27 with 2 X's, just like it is here. I am also a Bloodborne streamer and YouTuber. Oh, cool. So I know we get very little love from the masses. I would hop on Frontier, but I gotta get work done. Yeah, I don't blame you. I know. I mean, it's a Monday, right? Or is it a Tuesday? I think it's actually a Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah. It's Tuesday. It's a work day. I don't blame you. And that's fine. I might switch to Elden Ring soon, just to get more activity. But, you know, regardless of whether you hang around or whatever, I appreciate you dropping by and hanging out. If you follow, there are free emotes that you can use that are Bloodborne. Some of them are Bloodborne themed. There's like 1 or 2 that might not be. I think there's an Elden Ring, 2 Bloodborne, and a unrelated to Souls emote. for free if you follow. And also, we have a Discord, community Discord for my channel, if you care to join that too. But that's up to you. I'm not gonna expect anything out of anyone. It's just so you know that it exists. Hell yeah, look at that. Oh wait, does that... So, hold on, okay. Did the... Okay, 4 minutes ago. Thank you, Pogo, for the follow. You did follow already. I did not realize that, because I thought I had my stuff set up correctly so that I'd be able to hear it, but I guess I did not. So thank you. I did not intend to ignore your follow. Wire stuck in the chair. Okay. Looks like they're already down in the level. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. Oh, here they are. Okay. Ah, shit. That sucks. They're probably really mad right now about that. If I'm in the like area where people do duels, I will bow and wait for them. But if they're going through the level and not expecting to duel, I'm just gonna chase them down like a rabid invader. That's just how that goes. Guess I'm gonna have to. I don't know how. Did a notification go off, Pogo? When you followed, did it pop up on the stream that you followed? Did it make like a noise and stuff, and have a picture, or did you just follow and nothing happened? Because there's supposed to be stream alerts. I saw no notifications. No, okay. How do I? I gotta look that up and make sure that I did that right for next stream. Because... What is this? Because I have my Streamlabs linked to... Like, okay, oh, let's see if this works. I'm gonna click the preview and something should happen. Okay. I just did it. Was there something? Did something happen? I didn't see or hear anything happen. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know why it's not working. That sucks. I'm gonna have to look it up after stream. Have it ready for next time. But yeah, I used to have when I streamed back in 2014, because it's been like, you know, 10 or 11 years or so. Is it raining? Just hear a noise outside now. Just trying to see if it's rain or not. Anyway, I used to stream, and that's where I got my affiliate back like 10 or so years ago. And, you know, I've been on and off since then. I would say, honestly, there was pretty much that 10-year gap. And then ever since the Elden Ring DLC came out, I've been streaming pretty consistently. I took a little break a couple months ago, and I just came back recently. But it's only been a few months. And where was I going with this? Oh, I used to have the stream alerts up, and they still exist in my Streamlabs. And my Streamlabs is still connected to my Twitch. So I don't really know what else I have to do to get the alerts to work. I guess I should probably look up a YouTube tutorial or something. Because they used to work. I used to be able to see them on stream. Isn't there a... I think there's supposed to be a... like a downloadable thing that I can Oh, there it is. Oh, good God. This might... I don't know if this is going to be okay or not. Where'd that go? Oh, oh. Okay. Shit keeps updating. Please stop. No. Widgets. No, this isn't the one I'm thinking of. I'm gonna have to look that up later. Fuck it. I don't have time to focus on this right now. Fortunately. Okay. Well, whatever. Is it okay if I drop a link to my Bloodborne magnum opus in chat? Do you mean like a clip? You mean your favorite clip? I don't mind you dropping a clip. I mean, a link to a video or something. But Nightbot might not let you. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. The 3-hour challenge run video that I spent a year editing. Oh, that's cool. How do I? There should be like a permissions thing, shouldn't there? Giveaways, logs, regulars, maybe regulars? No. Maybe settings. Or maybe I have to click your profile. Okay, well we're getting an invasion, so give me a second. Oh, it's the same guy from earlier. Okay, and once I'm done with this, I'll try to figure it out. If you know how already. Okay. Rizzy is pretty new, I guess. Probably. Okay. Okay, yeah, see it, click to show. Alright, what if I... There. But I don't know how to get Nightbot not to do that. I'll have to look that up later too. Chat moderation? Access emotes. Blacklist words, links, timeout length, exempt user level, regular, timeout message, timeout length. Okay, I think next time you want to do that, I just have to put your name in regulars. And then you'll be able to post a link. I'll watch that after stream, just because obviously me doing that in the middle of stream is a little funny, you know? Just like taking time to watch a video, especially since it's 3 hours. I love doing that. My favorite move in the entire game is not this one, but its follow-up, the golf swing. And my favorite thing is to get people with it that I've been baiting into thinking I'm not going to do it. Like, I'll do regular R2s, and then I'll do a charged R2 and miss, and then the next time I try to do it, they will usually fall for it because they saw me miss the first one or not follow it up with the first one. Sometimes I do it against people that have guns out, and that's stupid, and I shouldn't do that, but I do. I'm going to kill myself for restock. Also, you guys can't hear the game in the background, right? Like, it's not loud enough that the sounds of the game are coming through the mic. Because I used to stream with my headset in my PS5 controller from the PS5. So I would only get audio in my headphones and not on the TV. But if I have to turn the TV down... Okay, good. Awesome. Good to know. Appreciate it, sir. Yeah, no problem. The views have totally plateaued, so I'm trying to share it with fellow Bloodborne enjoyers. Yeah. I hope you like it. Church Pick CR2 follow-up is also awesome. Is that C? Did you mean to type the C? Or did you just mean R2? Or does the C stand for something that I don't realize it stands for? Sound levels are good. Okay, yeah, awesome. Good to know that the bitrate and stuff is all good, because YouTube's trying to tell me every now and then that the bitrate's in Twitch. They're both trying to tell me the bitrate's bad. But no one, apparently, you guys, no one's had a problem with the bitrate so far. The Salmon was in here earlier talking too, and I think they said, sorry for that. I should probably mute my mic when I do that. But yeah, they said it was all good too, so. Oh, charged R2. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm just silly. And, wasn't thinking about what it could stand for well enough, I guess. What time is it? I could probably order some food. I don't know. We've got time in between invasions for me to order food. Oh, that's right. I've got a package arriving today. Typos all over the goddamn place. I fat finger the hell out of my touchscreen on my phone. Ooh, I got a new challenger. They've already killed their beast, so they're probably down here. Wow, fucking hitbox porn. Damn it. Damn, I'm an idiot. I keep fucking just swinging. I'm rusty as fuck, boys. I gotta get back to work. Have a great rest of your stream. Yeah, no, thank you so much, Pogo. Can't wait to see you again. And if I see you streaming, I'll jump in. Kinda. Does that even work? Sorry, everybody. 1 second. Sorry, one more moment. I'm almost done here. I just need to ordering food. Because I do have food to eat in my house, but I don't want to eat any of it right now. And obviously I can't go out because I'm streaming. No, no. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, I just realized I'm not invading. I was gonna invade and put the phone down in between invasions. My bad. Salmon. Oh, what'd you get? I am probably gonna get some sandwich and some mac and cheese from Panera Bread. And probably a lemonade or something. I don't know, maybe I'll get tomato soup. I don't know. It's hard for me to pass up the tomato soup. I'm kind of I'm a little bit of a tomato fiend. Like, I grew up being real ketchup heavy on a lot of stuff. And when it comes to sauces in general, I'll almost always have like double the sauce everybody else has. And I love hot sauce, and if I'm like eating spaghetti, I'll make sure I double the sauce of the noodles. Or if I'm eating Indian food, I'll make sure I have like half the rice that I usually would other people would have for their vindaloo or their tikka masala or whatever. If I get some kind of, because I'll almost always order something that's sauce based at an Indian place, especially since they have the naan, and I love to scoop up the rice and the sauce and the whatever chicken or whatever with the naan bread. So when it comes to stuff like Panera Bread or McAllister's or La Madeleine's or anything like that, if you have any of those places near you, I like to get a tomato soup to dip my sandwich in. But, I don't know, I was thinking about mac. Hey, where are the drinks? Oh, beverages. Some places have it listed as drinks, and some places have it listed as beverages. Maybe I can get a chai tea latte. Never had one of those before. I already had some coffee, but I'm always down for more coffee. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Food utensils. Oh my god, I was gonna give him a tip, and instead of hitting .00 behind the tip I'm giving, I accidentally hit the 7 and then 00, so I almost gave them a really expensive tip. The driver. Alright, food ordered. I'm quickly gonna go run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm not even gonna put the be right back banner up. I'll just let it do this and hopefully I get an invasion before I get back. I am back. So how you doing, Salmon? I think you're the only one that's in here right now. Let me run off the cliff to get restock. I'd love to know who those 3 viewers were. Doing pretty good. That's good to hear. You've been playing a lot of Bloodborne with everybody else. You're in the tryhard Discord, right? I always forget who is and who isn't because I've got a few people that jump in the stream that aren't in that. And some of them don't even know that it exists. Like, actually, I think Pogo. Pogo might not be in there. Because this is the first time they were in this chat. And, they said it like they didn't know. And I was thinking about asking them, but I kind of forgot. I think there was an invasion. And I forgot to ask them. Maybe next time I'll let them know about it. I don't know. Do we all have invite privileges in there, or do I have to like ask someone to invite him? I work overnight shifts, so I'm usually dozing in and out of sleep during your streams. Oh, that's crazy. You just got home from work or something? I appreciate you hanging out for the stream, even though you're dozing in and out, man. That means a lot. I could have been streaming the last 3 weeks, but I started playing a game that I don't think will really do well on the stream, and I was really invested in that. And the idea of streaming and not having my new setup and also streaming to low viewership was having me not motivated to stream. The game, by the way, because being cryptic about it sounds weird, I've just been doing hardcore ROM hack Nuzlocke on Pokemon. That might sound a little silly unless you're like in the know about it, but basically there's like a whole community, and there's this guy named Drayano and another guy there's a couple people that do it, but Drayano and this other guy that make these games called Pokemon Kaizo games. they are really well known for doing very good ROM hacks that are fun and fair, and but also very challenging. Everything is just much more difficult. And if you know, normally in a Nuzlocke, if your Pokemon dies, they stay dead. But these games are way harder than the normal games, so there's a lot more error chance, like room for errors and stuff. And I don't know, something about building a team and getting through those gauntlets of difficult fights is fun for me. So I've been playing that, but I just don't think it'll. I don't think anybody that follows me will want to watch that, and people that follow me for that won't want to watch what I actually want to stream, which is Souls games. Okay, cool. He's down here. Yikes! That sucks. That sucks. That was really bad timing. But yeah, so not in your Discord. Do you have a link to join? Yeah, if you type in, I'll do it for you. But for future reference, this is for anyone watching the VOD. I guess. Type in 27 Discord. It should be in the title. It might not be in the title. I thought I put it in the title. Let me check. It should be up there. Yeah, it does. It says type exclamation point 27 Discord. So yeah. But I guess since I'm doing it for you now, it doesn't matter because you no longer need to do it, right? So anyone watching the VOD, if any of y'all are ever looking to join the Discord, just go to my Twitch stream and type exclamation mark 27 Discord, and you should get a the prodigal son returns. Is that you? It's hard for me to, I can't tell, because Twitch in the Bloodborne Discord, it says someone. Cool, you joined. Thanks for joining the Discord, man. That means a lot as well. It always means a lot whenever anybody goes the extra step and, you know, joins the Discord or follows one of my socials or follows me in general. You know, people that join the stream do not have to follow me, right? Even though it's free. They don't have to, right? You know, always means, any of that stuff always means a lot, so thank you. But yeah, I'll be posting when I go live in there if you don't happen to see it from the Twitch notification or something. And if we ever do any kind of events, I'll be discussing them in there if I ever do anything like for follower events, or maybe I'll do like any kind of marathon or anything eventually, all that stuff, you know. Typical streamer stuff. Because, you know, I do intend to take this seriously. And, because with what I have going on right now, if I could start making legitimate income, which, by the way, I do not, this isn't me baiting to try and get some kind of subscription or some kind of donation or anything, don't worry about that. And that goes for everybody. But, you know, if I could get this to be a good stream of income with what I already have going on in my personal life, I'd say honestly beyond set. Like, I think, and also, you know, while I do think that people should pull their weight in a community, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of having to work a 40-hour job for the rest of my life until I'm too old to do anything good with my free time. So not having to show up 9 to 5. You know, I mean, a lot of people feel that way, but like, for instance, my partner, I actually asked her if she could, like if she won the lottery or something, or if she made some kind of passive income that that she never had to like lift a finger ever again to make money, and it was just like she was set for life. You know, would she just stay at home and not do work or anything? And she said that being home all the time and not having a job to go to would drive her crazy. So she would actually still go to work just for you know, having something to do and not feeling like she's just couch potatoing all the time. So, you know, there are people that are like that want to have a job because it helps them feel like they're doing something with their time and not just couch potatoing and wasting away. I'm not one of those people. I'm an artist. I like to draw and stuff and create stuff and entertain people. So when it comes down to it, you know, I'd be happiest if I were doing something that entertained and caused other people to have a better day and stuff. And this is one of those avenues that I'm chasing. So any followership at all in any kind of way, any support at all is always extremely appreciated. Oh, man, I am a yapper. I do be yapping. My food is heading to me. Yay. That means I get to eat soon. Obviously, I'll be muting my mic unless I take a bite and there's a invasion, which in that case I should have a pretty good sound gate, noise gate. So you shouldn't be able to hear me chewing, which actually this will be a good test. If you're gonna be here while I'm eating my lunch, Salmon, you might help me test out to see if I can be heard chewing while I'm not muted. Oh, Snow over on YouTube, what's up, man? How's it going? I ordered Panera. I got a I can't remember the exact name of the sandwich, but it's like a barbecue chicken something sandwich. And I got tomato soup, and I got a chai latte. You know what? Their dude's not dead. They're probably... Oh, they're... Okay. Hello, pantsless carrot treat. You didn't bow back. Oh, no, there you go. Good job. GG. But yeah, typically I get a mango smoothie, but I decided to get a chai latte. I've never had a chai latte before. I figured it could be fun to have. But thanks for stopping by, Snow. So I got the new PC set up, Snow. I got a PC that has 5 fans and a water cooler in it, and it also tells me what temperature it is. The PC temperature. And then I got dual monitors. I got a new keyboard, a new mouse, and I got an Elgato and a HDMI splitter. You guys want to see something cool? Hold on. Let me go back to the dream real quick to show you guys something cool. Also, Salmon, you said you love your job and you do it for free. That's crazy. Do you mind? Do you mind telling me what you do? Do you want to share with the class what you do that you love enough to do it for free? Oh, okay. So first of all, we got the Be Right Back. Okay, and while we're doing the Be Right Back, I'm gonna do a magic trick. Oh, you know, that's the funny thing is I actually don't know. I don't know how I'm going to be able to tell. Maybe it won't matter. I mean, it just goes to the damn Elgato screen. But look. Oh shit. Okay, and that's it. That's all we're doing for now. Hopefully it just switches back fairly quickly. Dude, it's raining outside. I feel bad for my dasher. I'm probably gonna add an extra tip for this since they're delivering in the rain. I did some door dashing myself in the past, so I know how it is. Let me spend my echoes. But yeah. Oh man, Breath of the Wild is amazing. Well, if you think about it, I'm on a PS5, right? So what I did is I have a splitter that has a controller, and it's going through my Elgato, so I can seamlessly from my chair switch to my Switch 2 when Dustbloods comes out. So you know, when Dustbloods comes out, I'll be able to just switch to Dustbloods when I want to play it, and then if we decide that we want to go play Elden Ring or Bloodborne or something, I can just go right back to the PS5 without much problem. And all it does is show the Elgato screen, so I shouldn't have to put up a banner or anything, like I just tried to. Also, Snow, you missed it. The beginning of the stream. From now on, I think I'm going to be playing music behind a starting soon banner. And I was playing, I think it's called, what's it called? The name. The Beginning. It's that song that plays, it might be the song that plays when the woman is talking at the beginning. But I thought it was in, I don't remember which one's the one what song is the one that happens when the Monumental is talking to you in Demon's Souls about the past and how things got the way they are, or whatever. One of those songs is The Beginning, and that's the song that I was playing at the start of stream. Oh, you were here? You just haven't been talking? That's cool. I didn't realize you were here. Should say what's up when you get here next time. But that's cool. That's cool. Just appreciative that you were here anyway. But yeah, I work in histology. We receive biopsies, oh my god, from hospitals and prep those into slides for pathologists. God, that's so many big ology words to read under microscope and diagnose patients. That's crazy, dude. That's really cool. My partner is a vet technician. So while she is not working on humans, she's working on pets. She does a lot of stuff. She used to be an anesthesia tech, but she changed jobs and now she's just a general tech. But yeah, I'm familiar with some medical stuff because of her, but definitely, like, I don't know what the hell. I don't know what a biopsy is. I know I've heard of it. And I don't know what histology is or pathology. I'm not gonna lie, but that sounds cool and really important, and it's cool that you're doing something you love enough that you would do it for free. Hopefully you never have to do it for free. There's probably only one way that would occur, and I don't think any of us want that to happen. By that, I mean the apocalypse. Because even in other forms of government, you would still receive compensation. It would just be different compensation. Maybe the non-dollar kind. But yeah, that's really cool. And maybe like also noble. Was in stream for the first like 10, first like minute of that starting screen, then left for a bit. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't blame you because it was just a starting screen. Did my fucking dasher go wrong turn? Oh, my cat. My cat has come to receive pets. I was thinking about switching to Elden Ring, but we got a couple invasions back to back of different people, so it's increasing my hopes for more Bloodborne. But it's cool though now that I have this PC set up, I can switch games without stopping stream, so we don't have to kill the momentum. I'm curious, Salmon, are you like one of the people that's strictly a Bloodborne watcher, or are you kind of down for any Souls game, PvP? I know I got some guys in here that pop in that really only care about Bloodborne, which, you know, I love Bloodborne, and I love interacting with the Bloodborne community, but unfortunately, Bloodborne is not the game that I'm probably going to reach a lot of people from. So, you know, especially once Dustbloods comes out, we're going to see less and less of Bloodborne. But, you know, I'm always going to hop on Bloodborne occasionally just to say hi to everybody that cares about Bloodborne, and just because Bloodborne, I'd say now more than ever, Bloodborne holds a really special place in my mind. So, you know, I'm gonna want to come back to it. I'm down to have anything in the background. Okay, cool. Yeah. Good to know. Good to know. Because, yeah, unfortunately, like I said, this is a game. Love it. And I love the community. But it's not gonna get me the viewership that I'm hoping for, so eventually I'm gonna have to switch games. If not today, then another day. And you know, it's just gonna be how it is. You know what's crazy to me about the Nightmare Frontier is that there's all these stones on the ground that look like they were placed here as part of society, like intentionally by society, by people building this area, but it also makes no sense at all. Like, I know it's a nightmare and it's a dream and everything, so it's more of a not a coagulation. What's the word I'm looking for? And it's a bunch of stuff, amalgamation. Amalgamation of reality. But it is interesting to me that cobblestones, right? Is that what these are called? Cobblestones? Maybe not. I don't know. They're weird. Bum, 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 bum. I love that song. It's my favorite Demon Souls song soundtrack. Big Sigurd noises. Oh, guys, my cat. My cat really wants the pets right now. Bats. That's the cat. Food's almost here. Alright. Looks like we're dying down a little bit. I'm probably gonna switch to Elden Ring now. I'm probably gonna... What's the word? We're gonna transition, but I'm gonna eat in between the transition. So, if you're watching the VOD and you are only here for the Bloodborne bit, then we'll see you next time I play Bloodborne, or if you feel like stopping by for something else. But now we're going to switch to Elden Ring, so thanks for everyone that stayed for the Bloodborne portion, and if you're staying for Elden Ring, I'll see you on the other side of that. But we're going to have a little break here where I just get my food from my porch and lay it out and take a couple bites, and then I'll start up Elden Ring. And I'll stay on the mic while I'm doing most of that. So yeah. Let's see. Nope. There we go. Be right back. Okay. Alright, so you guys should be able to still hear me, but the game audio should be gone. Is that working? Is that looking like it's supposed to? Is it sounding like it's supposed to? Like, I'm off the Elgato scene, so there should be no game audio. Shouldn't hear my PS5 making any noises or anything. Yep, all good. Awesome. Okay, the Dasher just dropped the food off. I can hear them talking. I'm gonna have to mute my mic and put it down while I pick up this food, so give me a moment. Okay. You should be able to hear me now. And Salmon or Snow, whichever one of you is here and able to reply. If it's both of you, then that's cool, because you're also on different websites. I'm going to unpack my bag full of food. Let's see how easily it can be heard while I'm not speaking, because the noise gate is supposed to block shit out like that. Okay. Food taken out of the bag. It looked like no noise passed through at all. So if that's true, then that's pretty good. Yeah, there was like 4 or 5 different items in that bag. Maybe 6. Yeah, there was 6 plus the spoon because they gave me croutons in a little bag too. Didn't hear anything on this end. Fuck yeah, dude. That is so great to know. It's gonna be you're gonna be able to hear it while I talk because it's picking up background noise while I talk, I think. So like now you should be able to hear me unwrapping the sandwich that I got. Um, this is really cool, man. I'm so glad we're gonna pop open this bag of chips. Yeah, it looks like it did not hear me popping that bag of chips open. I mean, I didn't pop it. You know, I didn't like squeeze it and let it open by air pressure, but you know, I ripped it apart with my hands. Okay, cool. So that is really awesome. One of the things I've always wanted is a good sound gate or a noise gate. It's kind of been a dream of mine to have a good noise gate and and to have like almost no background noise, which by the way you probably shouldn't hear background noise either, right? So um now that I know, because I heard the recordings of myself last night when I was setting this up. Uh, I heard recordings of me and I was like, damn, I sound crisp. So now that that's a thing, I'm just like overflowing with joy about it. I know I don't sound like super crazy excited about it right now, but I was very excited last night. And I'm just very pleased with it. Snow, you said what kind of chips? It's just like Panera brand kettle cooked regular chips. I actually don't remember selecting chips the last time that I ordered from Panera. I think I usually get like an apple, and this was pre-selected, so maybe I did do chips. Oh, I got to give my Dasher a tip. Another tip, not like I gave them an initial tip, uh, and I was going to give them an extra tip for delivering in the rain because it started raining after I ordered. Followed instructions. Technically handled with care. I don't think they realized that it was going to fall forward. They put it on my door in a way, on my doorstep, in a way that it was kind of out of the rain, but it was leaning against the door. So when I opened the door, the bag fell forward. But nothing got damaged, so I'm just going to give them handled with care. I give Panera the thumbs up because I fucking love Panera. I ordered from there enough that I know that their food is going to be good. And that's that. Let's try this chai latte. Okay. So, I'm just going to... I think I'm going to start up Elden Ring now. Oh, yeah, that's good. Holy fuck. That's good. Alright. I gotta switch everything too. I gotta remember to do that every time now. I don't need to change title because it's a generic title, but I do need to switch what game I'm playing. Elden Ring. Oh, yeah, for everyone. Okay. Cool. So yeah. Okay, so now Elden Ring should be up, and you guys should be able to hear the game audio. If there's anything that isn't the way it should be, let me know. But otherwise, we're just gonna jump on Elden Ring now. I'm gonna have fucking muscle memory from Bloodborne now. Okay. While we're sitting here for a second, if you don't want to hear me chew on food, mute your mic. Alright? Or not mute the video for like a minute. But if either y'all in chat or whoever is in chat wants to help me out here, I'm just going to take a bite of my sandwich and chew it. I'm not going to smack my lips. I'm just going to chew with my mouth closed. And I just want to know if you can hear me chewing. That's it. Okay? So I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, mute your mic. Or the video. Okay. It looks like no sound went through. You guys didn't hear anything, right? I'm gonna assume it'll definitely hear me crunching into a chip. Here comes the chip. Okay. That looked like only the initial crunch got heard, but then the chewing went back to not being heard. Oh yeah, Salmon, thanks. I heard you chew food before. Oh, well, yeah, before. My mic isn't peaking, right, guys? Like I turned it down a little bit just now because it keeps doing this thing where it's in the green for most of this, but if I like get a little bit too loud, the whole bar turns red. It's not doing it now, but before I turned it down. But yeah, that's good to know, Salmon. Thank you for telling me about the tiniest crunch of the chip. That's dope. That's so good to know. It's good to know that I can eat food without having to worry too much about mouth sounds or like, you know, anything like that. Yeah, I've already got the damn Bloodborne muscle memory. I don't know if y'all saw that, but I hit my what's it called? Touchpad twice trying to bring up this menu so I could go over here and view fingers. And then I drank a flask. Which I don't even know why I did that. Oh look, we already got an invasion. That shit. This chai latte is great though. Yo, Half Knots, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. He said looking for some PvP. What do you mean by that? Do you mean like duels? Because now that I'm on Elden Ring, I'm not going to be doing very many duels. But if you are in a place where I can... Damn. If you're in a place where I can invade you, then I'll... you know, whenever I invade you, I'll happily fight you. But thanks for stopping by regardless. How you doing, Half Knots? It's been a while. What's the build? Oh, let's see, is that... Okay, yeah. This is my only like true casting build. I have a couple other builds that have spells on them, but they're not spell focused. This one is like a half and half caster fighter, and it's based off the Dungeons and Dragons Blade Singer. I had to burp. Anyway, this is based off the Blade Singer in Dungeons and Dragons, and it's just, you know, it's a 50-50 fighting and spell casting. It's probably my most deadly build, even though it's like still off meta a little bit. But I warm up on this build. I don't play this build the entire stream, and it's not my only build. It's not even my favorite build. I actually have a Madness build that's very off meta, and that's my favorite build. I use the Nanaya's Torch as my main weapon on that build, and I cast some of the Frenzy and Fire incantations. And it's like druid themed, once again kind of D&D inspired. Oh shit, I did nearby only. That's a Bloodborne muscle memory. Not switching to near and far. I love Bloodborne PvP and am absolutely trash at Elden Ring PvP. I'm the other way around. I love both, but I wouldn't say I'm trash at Bloodborne, but I'm definitely not one of the best, and I refuse to use Beast Roar on my main build, so I automatically am a step behind most people when I play that game. Usually fighting for my life against good players, especially because they use Beast Roar and I don't. Oh, that's right, I don't have... It's not PS5 anymore, so I can't see who I'm facing. Oh, I can, actually. I'm an idiot. I can still see it on the PS5, it just won't show up. Or maybe it will. Oh, shit. I guess it doesn't matter, this is just, like, basic info about them. Okay, so it doesn't matter. I forgot everyone can see what I'm doing on my fucking screen, though. I gotta get used to that. Okay, I got a compass in this game. While I might be rusty at this game right now because I just haven't played it and I've been playing Bloodborne, I have way more experience and time in this game. Do that again. Do a thing where you cast a stationary thing again. Oops. Do that again. Do it again. Do a stationary spell again, motherfucker. Do it. You won't. Motherfucker. Bitch. Jesus Christ. Okay, goodbye. Oh, I got my Moonveil out. Mother of God. Jesus Christ. Oh, good lord. It had to be on this bridge where there's no enemies and like running to something is like really far away. And they probably already killed all the stuff that's over here, so there was no reason to run over there. Anyway, as you can see, I'm a little rusty. But when it comes down to it, this is my main game where I definitely, like I said, I have the most experience in this game than any other game. And this is what my channel's built around, was Elden Ring stuff. I get some views for the Bloodborne stuff, but when it comes to YouTube and stuff, Elden Ring is the money maker. And I don't make money. I'm not at the point where I make money yet. But you know, I make the views with Elden Ring. It was sounding muffled, you said. Snow. Thanks for letting me know. I don't know what that's about. I'll try to go back later and watch that and see see what it means. Or see what that sounds like. You said any tips, Halfnut? Well, first of all, you probably don't suck. That don't talk so deprecating about yourself. For one, that's one way you get better, is to just have faith in yourself. But second of all, I mean, well, for one, it depends on your build, and two, it depends on just a lot of different factors. But I would say one way that I play is I use the claw hand setup where I can run around and look. That helps. It's where you put your thumb on the stick to look around. Your right stick, you put your index finger on your B button, and you put your middle and your ring finger on the triggers, and the bumper and the trigger, and that allows you to, you know, it'll. You might not be able to do it when you turn old and get, like, if you get arthritis or something, but but while I'm still fairly young, it still works for me, and it helps me keep an eye on all the dumb not invaders, gankers around me. And then second of all, I mean, using your environment, thinking about your environment and how that works if you're invading. If you're dueling, I mean, you just got to get a feel for tendencies and like timing and spacing and stuff. And that's not something I practice. That's just something I've learned over time by playing. Something I picked up on, you know, over time. And so as far as practicing goes and using practice to get better, I wouldn't have any ways to tell you how to do that. But it's all about the feel, you know. You just gotta get a feel for things, and sometimes getting a feel for things just takes you running into the wall over and over again until you figure out how to like avoid hitting that wall. Yeah, okay, claw. You use claw, cool. So I mean, you're already one step closer than a lot of people who don't use claw, right? Oh, that's weird. The straw thing is like squeezing the straw, so it's not getting any flow. What the hell? Hold on. Maybe now. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna take another bite of my sandwich while we wait. You're right. I'd like to not judge myself and go into it ready to learn and put the time in. Yeah, I mean, if you want to get good and maybe even want to become a streamer or something, so people like, you know, obviously, if you're good, people might want to watch you play. Then you know, I mean, it's all about exposure, like exposing yourself, you know, to the things. There was a time where I wasn't an invader. Snow, and over on YouTube, he's in my YouTube chat, because I'm simulcasting to YouTube and Twitch. If you ever are in the same chat as him, he'll tell you he was there when I first started PvPing. He was one of the people that I was in a fight club with him and another friend of mine. That we would always, in the Lost Bastille and Dark Souls 2, we would PvP, and that was kind of my first exposure to PvP. But I was still afraid to like get out there and PvP with more people that I don't know and invade. Until one day I just started doing it and never looked back. And obviously you've already played PvP, you don't have that problem, but you know, the more you PvP, the better you get. It's just how it is, you know. And I'm not even like so crazy good or anything, you know. Like I can't do what's that? How do you even do that? I don't even remember the there we go. I can't do it again. I did it real quick, instinctually, and then I forgot how to do it again. But that like backstep tech, where you can face one way and then backstep another way by flicking your stick. Yeah, I can't do it again. But the tricks like that, I don't know. Oh yeah, Hunter. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I forget that Hunter was part of that a lot because I haven't spoken to Hunter in a really long time, consistently at least. And then, you know, I think I played more often with just you and Talented than I did with Hunter. But I mean, I do remember Hunter now that you bring it up. I remember he had the crab claw things, the claw weapon. Oh great, we're invading Hawk-Tuah. Amazing. But yeah, I really got my invasion legs in Dark Souls 3, and then Elden Ring, you know, obviously is where my channel took off. Black Knight. Oh wow, I don't know why I didn't think that was going to hit me. Great. I'm in an open field and he has that thing. And a poison. They both have it? Great! There's a blue here now. Motherfucker. God damn it. Of course I run out of blue because I'm fucking rusty and I forget that I have to refill it. Okay. Well, GG. I'm gonna take a bite of my sandwich. But yeah, I was talking about was the advanced techniques. I went through a period where I tried to learn that stuff, but I just, you know, I'm not competing in tournaments and stuff. I'm not in the arena. I'm fighting usually fairly casual players. I'm just outnumbered most of the time. And most of the time, I definitely do not need to rely on advanced tactics to win. So it just didn't make sense for me to worry about all that. I'm trying to... Wow, really? What are you doing? What the hell was that? Wow. How lame. Okay, I accidentally clicked the wrong button. I was holding B while pressing up, and I accidentally, what's the word, did my horse whistle. And just to explain why I blocked that guy, I'm looking for ganks, I'm not looking for duels, like I said earlier. So I block duelists because I don't want to fight them. Not because I don't think I can beat them. It's because I think duels are boring. So yeah, I'm not gonna try to be there to fight that guy again. But anyway. Yeah, so you don't need to learn all those advanced techniques if you're an invader. If you want to be a good duelist and try to win tournaments and stuff, which I don't even know if tournaments get held anymore or not, then yeah, you might want to learn all that stuff, but I don't need to because I'm just an invader. And if you look around, most of the other invaders that are popular on Twitch and YouTube also don't do that shit. Like, I don't even think, Chase the Bro does all that shit, and he's probably the most concerned with being like a good technical player, you know, like a mechanical player out of all those guys. Or like Scott Jund, you know. They're the type of guys who cared about that stuff at one point, and I don't even see them really doing that stuff anymore. So, what the hell? We got morphed motherfuckers over here, or they're hiding behind a rock. Yeah. I heard someone switch weapons. That's really weird. Now you're by yourself. Ooh, you are laggy. Okay, GG. Gotta block you. Hunter. Ha! It didn't even stay alive long enough to keep his hunter. That's really funny. Or to let his hunter help him. I'm taking another bite of my sandwich. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't been really getting mad. In the moment, I'll say things like, good God, or, you know, holy shit, or holy fuck, if things don't work out the way that I'm hoping they will. But you'll notice that I never, like, raise my voice or get mad and, like, throw a fit or anything. And while there was a time about 10 years ago when I did do stuff like that, I've mellowed out and I've learned not to get so angry at Souls, PvP, and gankers, like, you know, because for the most part, even though I'm probably better as a player than these guys, especially in Elden Ring, there's more of them and they all have extremely hard to dodge weapon arts and spells. So, you know, at the end of the day, if I lose, it's not that big of a deal, and I'm kind of able to just keep my cool for the most part. I'm not saying I'm impervious to rage. I'm sure I'll rage again someday soon, but it'll have to get really bad, you know? Like, I would have to invade the same gang squad multiple times and nearly win, but then lose, and have them all, like, teabag me constantly and shit like that. And throw, you know, the Dung Pai equivalents in this game and stuff like that. And they'd have to do some really cheap tactics, like you know, sit inside of a tiny room or something, or at the top of a tower or something. You know, that kind of stuff to make me, like, even close to rage. And I think that's a really big thing between about getting good, is learning to control what makes you angry and what doesn't, and getting over things that don't really matter. That's another thing you'll notice, is a lot of the top streamers, they don't really give a fuck if they lose, right? And there was a time where about 10 years ago, when I was doing my first outing of streaming, before I took a really, really long break from streaming, because I used to get so angry during Dark Souls 3 combat. I would walk away really pissed off all the time from Dark Souls 3 matches or invasions. And between that and not having a PvP game to play for a really long time other than Dark Souls 3, while waiting for Elden Ring to come out, you know, it got really stale and got really, like, just bad for my mental health. That's one of the reasons I stopped streaming for a really long time, was because my mental health was taking a dip. And, you know, somewhere in between then and now, I learned how to control my anger. And now it doesn't bother me anymore, even though we're kind of entering a little bit of a second hollowing, waiting for whatever the next game is going to be from Software. I know we got Dustbloods coming out, and I am looking forward to playing that, and I do have everything ready so that when it releases I can play it on stream. But, you know, that's not a mainline Souls game. So it will satiate my PvP needs, most likely. But it's not going to be the game that the entire community moves to, especially since it's on Switch 2 and it's exclusive to Switch 2. A lot of people that would normally get the game are not going to get it because they don't want to buy a Switch 2, especially in today's economy. Thank you for your words of wisdom. I've got to head out. I'll catch you again soon. Alright, Half Knot, well, thanks for stopping by. I hope you stop by again soon. I'm going to be streaming a lot more now. I've got this good setup, so I'm a lot more motivated to stream now. And we're going to be doing a Hollow Knight playthrough sometime soon. Probably start that tomorrow, maybe. Or maybe today at the end of, like, near the end of stream, if things get slow enough and I feel like I need to do something else besides Elden Ring. But yeah, we'll be doing that, and eventually I'll be doing Eliza P DLC playthrough, because I've already done the main game, but I haven't done the DLC yet. So those two things are going to be on the way soon, and ultimately, if you're even still here, Half Knots, thanks for stopping by. It means a lot. I hope you have a good day. Oh, cool! We're getting another invasion. Oh, we might be. Actually, it's probably a disconnect. It would have gone off by now if it wasn't a disconnect. Yeah, man, I'm a fan of chai lattes. I might get this again. Decided to take more bites of my food. You know what? I think it's time to switch to my other build. We've done enough warming up. Chai lattes are my grandpa's addiction. Oh, that's crazy. You calling me old? Let's see. Wait, which one? That's back there. Yeah, chai in general is something that I like. Um, Chai lattes are now something I also like that I did not know about before. Back on the hobo druid. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't pop on stream the last 3 weeks. I mean, other than the fact that I was literally playing a hardcore Nuzlocke on a hard ROM hack of Pokemon Platinum. That's what I've been doing in my free time. Not only doing a Nuzlocke, but doing a hardcore Nuzlocke on a difficult ROM hack. Make things real spicy. Participants. Yeah, YouTube's dead, man. Well, it says I got 8 views. That can't be from just like snow popping in over and over again, can it? Have you been popping in and out of the stream, Snow? Is that possibly why it says 8 viewers, even though you're the only person in the YouTube chat? Or have you been kind of sitting here since you first joined in again? It might, if you like keep leaving and coming back, it might be counting your new view as another viewer. Which I'm just curious about. It doesn't matter to me if you're popping in and out. I'm not going to try and like tell you not to do that or anything. But I mean, if anything, if YouTube doesn't notice it, that means that it'll just count as another view, right? I'm gonna take a bite of my food again. Okay, actually, I need to go use the bathroom. Like, you know. So, I'm gonna play an ad. And, can't believe Apex is view-botting 8 viewers. Very funny. Like I said, I'm gonna play an ad. Well, where did the other ad thing go? Hold on. Okay. Yeah. And I will be back when I am ready to come back. Wait, where? Okay. Brain hurt. There we go. Hello, I'm back. Okay, looks all good. If anyone's in the chat, let me know if you can hear me again. Until I get used to everything, I'm obviously going to have some doubts to making sure that everything works right. I just want to make sure everything works right, you know? So, like I said, if anyone is in there, just, looks like my mic audio is coming through. Looks like, is it peaking? It feels like it's getting high enough that it's almost peaking. Maybe I need to lower it again. I'm not even talking that loud. Or is it the black bar that I should be looking at? I guess we'll see. If you guys think I'm too low, let me know. But otherwise, it's all good. Gotta mute my desktop sounds. We gotta mute him desktop sounds. You should have OG Maiden of Astraea theme for the BRB screen. I'm trying to remember what that sounds like. Let me look for it. Oh, right. This one, huh, Snow? By the way, how loud is this compared to my voice? Is it like really loud, or is it a good volume for the stream? Let me know what you think. Yeah, I might use that one. I might switch back and forth. Who knows? We'll see. I'm gonna take another bite of my food. I still have some left over. Okay, thanks for the input, Snow. I turned the desktop audio down a little bit. So hopefully next time it's not too loud. But I'm glad also to know that you can hear me over the music good enough. You know, the only thing that's not great about this is if I ever play multiplayer games where I have friends in chat. Like, they're gonna have to be in Discord for me to have them on stream as guests, like in the audio. But also, I doubt you're getting a Switch 2 for Dustbloods, right, Snow? And I know Christian isn't, and Isaiah isn't. So it's not like I have any friends that are going to be playing Dustbloods. And I don't think I'm going to be doing Night Rain very often, if at all. So... Also, I've got LAN connection. I forgot to mention that I have LAN connection for both. My PS5 and my computer. And I checked my upload speed and stuff. And my download. And I get like 800 download and 500 upload or something like that. So, I'm also like getting pretty damn good internet on top of the good PC setup and everything. This is going to be a new age. A new age for Apex streams. And hopefully the age that finally sets me up to like do good. No way. Really? Wow. Wow. How fucking obnoxious and annoying. Damn it. I'm gonna block that summon so that I don't get them again. Because that was really obnoxious. I'll eventually get a Switch 2, but not solely for that, no. Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't expect you to necessarily be into Pokopia, but I'm actually really thankful that Pokopia came out because it gave me another reason, not for me to play it, but for my partner. My SO, they play Pokopia, and it kind of made me buying the Switch 2 feel a little more justified for buying it, because Dustbloods isn't even out yet, you know what I mean? It keeps telling me that the YouTube stream is like cutting out, and it's like no data, and then it comes back up a couple seconds later. I don't know if that's happening on both, or if that's just like, because it didn't do that when I streamed through PS5. I almost never had to worry about that. This is a new thing that's happening, and I don't know if it's because of the bitrate being too high or what. Also, it's almost been 3 hours since I started stream. We're going to be going for another hour here. We typically do 4 hours. If you want me to do longer hours, if you're watching the VOD, or if you're in chat and haven't spoken up and followed yet, drop a follow. The more people that follow me, the more motivated I'll be to stream for longer periods of time. Because that's pretty much what's holding me back from streaming longer than 4 hours, is that I don't make enough money off of this to do it for longer than that. And motivation, typically I don't have the motivation to stream for 6 hours with the current viewership rate. So if I had more people showing up in chat, I'd definitely stream for longer periods of time. Just in case you're hoping that I would stream longer and you're wondering how to get me to do that. As you know, there's usually at least one person. But yes, no, I don't blame you for not wanting to get a Switch 2 just for Dustbloods, but I'm such a, you know me, I'm from Software simp. And I'm such a PvP guy that Dustblood sounds too good for me to pass up. And honestly, with the lack of people that are going to be wanting to buy a Switch 2, but are going to be wanting to know what Dustbloods is like, or if it's worth getting a Switch 2 to buy Dustbloods, there's going to be enough of that happening that I think it's destined for me to make about as good on views as I was making with Elden Ring when the DLC came out with the Dustbloods. Because if you think about it, like, obviously Peeve and Oro and what's his face, the Lobos, and probably like Vadi and stuff, like, they're all gonna get early access, and they're all going to get free copies, and they probably even, who knows, maybe got like free Switches just to play Duskbloods, right? But also, it really wasn't. It's really not hard for any of them to buy a Switch 2 because they're all making bank. So saving up or putting money aside for a Switch 2 for any of them is no issue. Unironically, I'm kind of hyped for Lords of the Fallen 2. I might look into that. I didn't play the first one, so who knows, maybe I'll do a playthrough of the first one, and then I'll play the second one. But yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying. So they're all going to get it. But, oh, and Saint Riot, obviously. Like, he's another one that'll get it for free. But, you know, there's obviously, because of the lack of people that are going to have a Switch 2, there's going to be room for people like me to make waves. And, waves. I didn't, like, fully pronounce that word for some reason. To make waves and, get my name out there, so I'm looking forward to Duskbloods 2. And if I were to miss it, I would... I remember back when I didn't have a PS5 because the PS5s were shorting because of the chip shortage, and I missed the launch of Demon's Souls Remake, and I felt, that whole time I felt like I was missing out and could have been, you know, making waves, like I said, getting viewership up and stuff. I don't want to go through that again, you know? That's another reason why I said fuck it and got Switch 2. Excuse me. Belching a lot. Okay. They were just over the hill. Wait, what? No, not this again. They're down there. And the game spawned me up here. It does that all the time. This is one of the places that... And if I get down there, I'm gonna be fucking basically stuck down there. I might back out of this invasion, I don't know. It depends. Oh, it's these two. I think these are the guys from earlier that I fought with that blue. Oh, the blue must have died. Fuck! It was a mistake to come out into the open. Well, yeah, unfortunately these guys are pretty lame. I think I might block them just to get them out of my way. That's another thing I do for people that are watching that don't know, that haven't been here long enough to know. One of the ways that I keep myself from getting too angry is I just block people that annoy me. If I feel annoyed in the moment, I just block them. It's temporary anyway. PSN, after 30 days, they keep your block, like they keep the person on the block list, so you still think that they're blocked, but they unblock them. And then you won't be able to search them when you face them again to block them, because they're still on your block list. So you need to go to your block list, find them, unblock them, then research their name, and then block them again. It's a whole fucking process. Instead of just keeping the person blocked. Like Sony, I blocked them for a reason, you know? But I could see Fighting Cowboy getting an early copy too. Oh yeah. Yeah, Fighting Cowboy. There's a bunch of them that I haven't named that will get it. Like, Scott will probably get it, and his girlfriend. I forget her name. I just don't watch her, but I know he has like, I think actually she's his wife. They're married, I think. But anyway, yeah, Yukis, I don't know if Yukis is even still streaming, but he'll probably get it. He still streams. Although I don't know if he does or not. Oh god, is there fucking... No, they're down here. God damn it. Of course they are. Yeah. But yeah, there's just a bunch of people. People that aren't even PvP streamers, you know? Like, that I don't even know. You know, like what's her name? Valkyrie, Pokimane. Like, all those people are gonna get it for free, too. But, you know, obviously it's a PvP game, so I was thinking of PvP people. Which is why I named all the PvP guys. Jesus Christ. Bye-bye. Gotta love it. He sent this guy home and was like, I'm gonna 1v1 you. Nope. Sorry. Wait. Did that save? Yeah. Okay. Riot is playing Sekiro and he's fighting a giant white gorilla. The giant white gorilla. Yeah, he's been doing boss rush mode. Whatever that's called. I think it's got an actual name. But it's the boss rush mode. I watched him last night. I got in there when he was fighting Gyobu. And then he fought Lady Butterfly or whatever, and then he fought the guy who does lightning. That was Lady Tomoe's disciple or whatever. Genichiro, I think is his name. And then he went back to Gyobu. Which I think I don't think he gets the pick, right? I think it just cycles through randomly. And then after Gyobu, can't remember who he fought, but I decided to stop watching. Oh, shit. That reminds me. My package is still supposed to be on the way. It said between 10 and 2. He's doing Great Shinobi Owl right now. Yeah, that makes sense. I think he fought Lady Butterfly twice. That was the one I think I ended on. I remember hearing him say, what a sloppy butterfly fight. Because I guess he was not doing as good as he felt like he should be. And that was after the first one, which he didn't think was sloppy, so... yeah. I'm not really intrigued by the boss rush mode. If I do play Sekiro again, it's probably just going to be like a... I've been away from the game long enough that I feel like doing a refresher run to, like, I don't know, try to remind myself what it was like to play that game. But that's a ways off before I feel like doing that. I've considered it as part of the Dustblood's hollowing, but I'm not convinced yet that I should do it, so... okay. They are crossing the chain, or they're gonna cross the chain. Wait, oh, right, okay, I forgot. Crouching is stick and not B. Kinda want to wait for them to get on the chain so that I can maybe knock them off with a fireball. Oh god. Not sure if I should look back. No! Fuck, he was able to heal. I might be fucked. Fuck. Oh. I haven't even played it. Oh, you haven't played, Sekiro? Damn, I think you told me that before and I just forgot. You should play it. It's really good. I'm going to switch to my Ranger build. Just gotta remember that I have to two-hand my sword to use the Ash of War. Okay. I just decided to kind of take a few bites of food since we're waiting on invasions, and it's been long enough now that my food is starting to get cold. I've eaten most of it. I've just got a little bit of that soup left over, and I had a bread bowl that I decided to just eat like regular bread instead of eating it like a bowl. So I'm just eating that bit by bit. Nah, dude, I do not remember how to do that fucking move. No. Funny enough, I think I've only ever had Red Bull one time in my entire life. And I didn't really care the way that it tasted. Care for the way that it tasted. So I've just never had one ever again. I remember when I was younger, all of my different friends in high school would bring different energy drinks to school. So we had like one dude that liked Rockstar Energy, and another guy that liked NOS Energy. A lot of people liked Monster, but you know, some people would bring Red Bulls too or whatever. And I initially decided I liked Red Bull the most. No, did I say what? Monster. I liked Monster the most. I think I might have said Red Bull by accident. But you know, I tried all of those, and I realized over time, very quickly, pretty much, for each one that I did not really like any of the other ones except for Monster. Monster I liked so much that I started buying it for like, and I still do that to this day actually, whenever a new game comes out that I want to play, I buy a Monster. I guess it does that thing. Can't really dodge that. Where's your friends? There they are. Fucking hate this spell, dude. Holy shit. Damn it. Fucking thing being able to hit me. Oh well. Those guys are pretty annoying too, unfortunately. He's a fucking turtle with a shield behind a big old fingerprint shield. And he's got that Rings of Light bullshit from the DLC. If that's what gets you to the finish line, I guess, man. If that's how you gotta get your wins, man, you know? It's all good. Still shaking off some rust, playing a real off-meta build with, honestly, some pretty, what's the word? convoluted ways to get my weapons to do the things I need to do. How many offhand bows do you see? And honestly, my parry timing's definitely fucking ruined. Partially because I haven't played in a while, and partially because I've been playing Bloodborne. And the parry timing in Bloodborne is ridiculous and crazy. Corrupted Monk really making Riot crash out right now. You just got both of our streams open? That's funny. I'm gonna take another bite of my food. Fingerprint shield in the big 2026 is wild. Yeah, I know, I agree. Here's a question, Snow. Did the YouTube stream just cut out for you? Did you have to wait for it to kind of load back up? Because it said that it had no data, but then it came back up like it cut out. And I'm curious if you're experiencing that too. I just realized I still had my switch on from earlier. And I realized I needed to turn it off. Okay, where the fuck am I? Dude, they could be... They are that way. They could be at the bonfire. I think there's a bonfire. No. What am I thinking? This is a bonfire. So I don't know, man. I don't think I don't think they're over here. Oh, there's a troll up there. Is the troll always up there? Or did it get dragged by them? Oops. I just spawned back where I was. Yeah. How many is it? 2? Bro, this is such a bad spawn. They're in... This is fucking, what's it called? I'm not sure that I can get to them very quickly at all. Okay, wait. That's where Dops is, right? So they... Am I losing it? I think I might be losing it. But yeah, this is the entrance where you come out from after defeating Godric. Right, okay. So are they somewhere that I can only get with Torrent or something? This thing seems to be, that wolf seems to be locked onto them. Okay, he said it hasn't cut out for you. Good. Okay, then I don't know. Maybe that's just a me thing. Bro, if I'm gonna do this one more time, and if this doesn't work, I'm just blocking these guys and I'm leaving. Okay. Let's get him out of here then. Right. No. How do I... No, no, no. I'm trying to figure out how to close the app. Options. No. Oh, okay. Man, Switch is so weird. Okay. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom real fast. Won't be long. Alright. Actually, so my package that I was waiting on just got here, and it just hit me that I can't just put this inside and let it sit. I have to, you know, do stuff with it, before... I ordered some food, basically, online, and I need to put it away. And it's going to take long enough that I think I should probably just end stream since it's almost been 4 hours. And before this food goes bad, sitting here, because it's actually been out there for about 15 minutes, sitting on the porch because they didn't notify me that they delivered it, unfortunately. So, yeah, it didn't give me a notification, unfortunately. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Tomorrow, I do plan to come back and stream again tomorrow. I'm going to be playing Hollow Knight, probably. I might start stream with Hollow Knight and then just play it all the way through. We'll see. I might switch to PvP if enough people show up and want me to switch to PvP. Sorry. We'll see. Because I think I'm gonna like Hollow Knight enough that playing it for only a couple hours isn't gonna do it. I'm gonna want to play it for longer than that. And who knows, we might even go beyond 4 hours if I'm really liking it. So I think it's just smart for me to start with it instead of playing PvP for a couple hours. But I will be back to PvP in between Hollow Knight. I'll probably start with PvP a couple times after the first session or two of Hollow Knight. And you know, so we can get back to PvP shortly after tomorrow. And yeah, should be on at the same time tomorrow, same time, same place. Don't forget that if you follow on Twitch, there are free follower emotes. There's also tier 1 and tier 2 subscriber emotes. Or I think it's tier 1 and tier 3. I might not have tier 2 emotes, I don't know. But anyway, if you go into the Twitch chat and type in !27 Discord, you'll be able to join the Discord for the community and be here when I go live and stuff. And you know, whenever we do events and stuff, you'll be able to participate in helping plan those and being part of it and all that stuff if you care for that. So yeah, I don't really know if I have anything else to say. I'm eventually going to do a Liza P DLC playthrough because I've already beaten DLC. I mean, I've already beaten Liza P. Did the whole playthrough. That's on YouTube if you care to go see the playthrough. First time playthrough, blind. But that's it. That's everything. I think I'm done here. So thanks for showing up. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow.